So here we go, folks. Rack another point on the board for the conspiracy theorists, because it's another one that's true that they were harping on about. And so it turned out the British Army spied on lockdown critics and skeptics all this time. And they did this from a unit called the 77 Brigade. And the commanding officer of this brigade, Lieutenant Colonel, was none other than Conservative MP Tobias Ellwood. And he even posted this on Twitter. He announced it to everyone in front of our faces, and nobody noticed. So here's a picture of him in his uniform with a Lieutenant Colonel insignia, the crown on top of a pip, and he says, "Delighted to be promoted to Lieutenant Colonel as a reservist in 77 Brigade. An honour to continue serving in Her Majesty's Armed Forces, the most professional in the world." Now, what this brigade did, what this army unit did, was they say they countered so-called misinformation about the jab and lockdown. But what they were really doing was suppressing free speech and the concerns, legitimate concerns, not only of social media users, but experts, scientists, doctors. And everyone who did so had their accounts watched and suspended or disappeared. There is a list of prominent social media public figures whom they were watching, and Talk TV Radio was one of them. Remember the time when Talk TV had their YouTube account removed for spreading so-called misinformation about lockdown and the jab? Well, turns out that was the 77 Brigade. Now, I'm not saying I was being watched by them exclusively, but when I voiced, even in code, my inhibitions about the jab and the lockdown, my sub count stopped and my channel wasn't getting shared. And it wasn't just me. I even had 2 videos removed from my previous channel for so-called medical misinformation, and I was being so careful using code words to describe lockdown and the jab. You know what I'm talking about. And the appeals were rejected. So, us on the right, true conservatives, patriots, we who knew there was just something amiss with the whole 2 years that we endured thanks to the jab and lockdown fanatics. We were fighting the lefties who were all for it, and we were also fighting a shadowy British Army organisation as well. And this is something straight out of 1984. Again, a book that is so important now for these times, considering the cancel culture and the close monitoring of people like us with different ideas, thoughts and opinions. It's quite scary, isn't it? Anyway, that's my video. Hope you like. Please let me know what you think in the comments, and until the next time, Roger Trout.